Sol, realizing that he's not going to stray from his usual practice or his previous practice of changing starting lineups. He's going with his toughest five. William Antonio is playing in his second game for Coca-Cola, but he's being used as an import defender. They're not looking for him to score points. They're looking for him to play defense against Simpson. But if you look at his backcourt, this is the strongest backcourt that Coach Bo Parasol can have on the floor. He's got Gary David and Chico Lanete, and he feels that if he can get Mark Macapagal smoking off the bench, then he'll have a very, very solid backcourt for this game.
First 2 points on the scoreboard, courtesy of Diamond Simpson, the import of Alaska. So it's a 2-0 lead for the Aces as they search for win number 4 in the Fiesta Conference. Gary David to Taulava against Eman. Nice pass inside to Lanete.
Malasi Taulava, I was talking with him about over a week ago, and he was saying that he's really not looking to score any longer. He's looking to be able to set up his teammates. He's looking to cover up for his import, get the rebounds, and play defense. It's a new role that he's seeing for himself as he's getting on in years.
Now, one thing that will never change with Asi is the leadership role. It's a role that he has grown accustomed to, whether he scores or not. Meantime, here's Will Antonio and now James Penny, top of the key. Rebound para kay De La Cruz. Simpson inside, very agile for his size, but he missed the layup. Well, Simpson came from out of bounds, but established position in the playing court. And here's Lanete pulling up, no go.
But trying to step up the pace is Coca-Cola, but I thought it was a poor decision on the part of Lanete to take that jump shot. Absolutely no white shirt underneath for the possible offensive rebound. You've got to make sure that all your teammates are in sync offensively when you take the shot.
Nice pass by Tenorio for Sam Eman.
And that's the kind of play you will want from L.A. Tenorio, setting up his teammates and getting his teammates to move, realizing that if they move without the ball, they are going to get the ball in good scoring position because Tenorio is going to give that ball to you.
There's De La Cruz. You know, this unit by Alaska, not really a running unit. With those 3 big men on the floor at the same time. Here's Sonny Toss, 15-footer, no. Offensive rebound for Tony De La Cruz. And the question that Alaska will need to answer since the day they let go of Willie Miller until the last day of this conference is that, you know, Kinito, where will they get the points without Willie Miller in their lineup?
Well, they're hoping to be able to get mileage from not just 1 or 2 players, but from all players. And that's the contribution that Coach Tim Kong is hoping to be able to get without Willie Miller. And Simpson getting the job done here. He's got 4 points in the game. Now you're talking about Alaska, really not known as a fast-breaking team. They're number 9 in fast-break points in this league. But that's because they feel that they have the advantage in the half-court. They like to play deliberate, they like to play the triangle offense, and they feel that their execution is what gives them an advantage over their opponents.
2-point game in favor of the Aces. And Tenorio swatted up by 4 white shirts, but the whistle is blown with 8.5 remaining in the opening period.
Well, smart play by L.A. Tenorio. He had nowhere to go, and he had no one to pass to. And so what he did was he tried to bait for the contact. He got the contact, and he's at the line. Smart move, but it's very clear that L.A. Tenorio wants to take charge. He wants the ball in his hands, and he's not shirking away from the responsibility. That's important. He's the leader on the floor.
Alaska 3-3 here in the Fiesta Conference. So the Tigers working on a 3-point deficit here. Lanete cross-court pass, Gary David. Wait a minute. No, basket won't count. There was a foul committed moments earlier. Laban kay Sam Eman. First personal laban kay Eman. We have a first change in the ball game. Lanete will sit down. Pinilitan siya ni Marvin Cruz. Will Antonio will also step up. And Ricky Kalimag checking in the ball game for Coca-Cola.
Well, for Kalimag, this is his first outing in this conference. I don't think he's played a game yet in this conference, but he's now being used as an import defender. He's got the wide body to be able to defend against Simpson.
First 2 points para kay James Penny.
And a nice smooth shot. Now, Penny is not exactly a creator, and you need to get him the ball so that he's in good scoring position.
And the Tigers force an Alaska turnover with 8:05 remaining in the opening quarter. Close game so far. Alaska on top by just 1.
What about the early entry here of Marvin Cruz? Obviously, Coach Bob Parasol looking to match up against LA Tenorio speed for speed.
Kalimag has always been a dangerous outside threat. And Kalimag pushes Coca-Cola ahead 8-7 in the opening quarter. Here's Simpson. Diamond Simpson against Kalimag. Simpson attacks. One-hander, no go. And Kalimag caught pushing off Sam Eman.
Eman, good rebounding position.
Must be a tough order. You're Tim Cone, you lose Willie Miller, and then you have to really initiate Eman and now Cyrus Baguio into your system.
Well, you know, he's a veteran. He's been in the league since 1989 as a head coach. If there's any coach who can get chemistry for your team with new players, it is Tim Cone.
Nice block coming from De La Cruz, who was really evolved into a defensive specialist. When he entered the league, he was really an offensive dynamo, but now he has transformed himself into a defensive ace.
But you know, the people whom Tony De La Cruz is guarding, I mean, it's Gary David. If it's not Gary David, it's the import. So yes, he really has earned an enviable reputation as a defensive player, as a stopper in this league.
And here's De La Cruz, hand off Tenorio. Shot clock down to 10. 7 minutes remaining in the opening quarter. Sunny Toss pulling up. Airborne.
Now, talking about De La Cruz, as you see Sunny Toss in the screens, he's also a very versatile player. He can play multiple positions.
Now Marvin Cruz to Penny. Penny. Kalimag made a basket earlier and missed that time. Good box out by the Aces. And De La Cruz will wait for Tenorio. Alaska down by 3. Here's De La Cruz posting up Marvin Cruz. De La Cruz got over-eager.
A good job playing defense by Coca-Cola. Didn't give Tony De La Cruz any option but to try to go for the shot. So he was in no man's land. He was in 3-point territory, or rather 3-second territory, and so he had to do something with that basketball, and he couldn't pass off.
Penny over Eman. So James Penny now with 4 points, and the Tigers surge ahead 12-7 with 6:17 remaining dito sa opening quarter. We are inside the Araneta Coliseum, the first game of our PBA Friday doubleheader, and we'll be back with more action in a moment.
Welcome back to the PBA on Solar TV. Now the first game of our doubleheader, Coca-Cola going up against Alaska. And if you take a look at the numbers of the Coca-Cola Tigers, they seem to be in a slump numbers-wise, especially in their last 4 games. Their numbers really not matching up to the ones they put up in their first 3. Now, when I talked to Coach Bo Perasol, he said that these last 4 games, they seem to have lost the sense of urgency they had at the start of the conference. They started the conference so focused, really wanting to win, but they relaxed a bit after beating a few big teams, that is. And now he says that they need to commit to stay focused in this conference. Now the keys are for this ball game to disrupt the triangle offense of Alaska, to make their shots and to balance the scoring all around. Miko and Kenita, back to you.
Well, it's interesting that Bob Perasol mentioned scoring, because that has been their biggest problem. It's a big dip, Kinito, when you go from 102 points per game to 87 points per game in your last 4 games.
And you sort of trace that to the declining output of James Penny. And I think he's been very frustrated. He really has to lift up his spirits, because his energy, his intensity will rub off at his teammates.
Tenorio with the rebound. Tigers are on top here. Cyrus Baguio is now in this ball game, and that shot was bothered by Kalimag and Taulava. Good hustle by Asi, and it's a 4-on-1 break. And James Penny goes to Gary David for the reverse.
Nice passing play by Coca-Cola. A lot of players getting the touch.